Hello, Excite All Stars. It's me again, Coach Bri, and welcome to my show, STEM Line. Today, we are going to be talking about manipulating science. And what I mean by that is that there are certain experiments that we can do that can be manipulated in a way that we want them to be. So either we're making something that can be malleable or something that could be put into different forms if we want them to be. So today we are going to be manipulating something called slime. I know you guys are all very excited about that because what kid doesn't love slime? It's gross, it grosses your parents out, it's really fun, you can do whatever you want with it. You can put it in a ball. My brothers put theirs in a glove and they kind of go around and go like this with it. It's just different things you can do with slime. Also, it's really feels good and it's very satisfying to touch and play with, right? So there are these kits. There's a market for slime now. There are these kits that you guys can pay for like $5 or sometimes even ranging up to like $15 for slime kits. And some of those slime kits, you don't really even get good slime. It's very sticky to your hands. It makes a big old mess. As you can see, this slime isn't that sticky. It's kind of very easy to manipulate. It's even falling apart. It's kind of old. But these kits, you can buy them in the stores or you can make them at home with your kids, parents, and save a lot of money. Because honestly, you only need a few things, and some of these things you might already have. So all you need is some glue. You're going to use a whole 6-ounce bottle of glue. So I took the glue from out of this kit because I thought it was really pretty. It has glitter in it. You're going to need some eye contact solution and some shaving cream, water, and baking soda. So some of these things you guys might already have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna empty out my glue into the bowl. If it will, yep, there it is. Look at how pretty. I really like these colors and this glue. So the reason why you want to show your kids these type of experiments is because it kind of shows the different things that can work together to make different science experiments. So like baking soda and vinegar, you mixing those two things together and you get a reaction. So you're mixing a few things together and you're gonna get some different reactions. Also with slime, there's different textures of slime. So you're able to manipulate its texture, its smell, the way it looks, its color, all those different kind of things. So this one's gonna be like a glittery, clear type of transparent slime. So I think that's all the glue I'm gonna get from out of there. So by adding different things, so like adding shaving cream or lotion, as you guys might have seen in certain videos, you'll see that it affects the texture, the color, even the smell. People add body lotion and things like that to give it a different appearance. People add those beads and different types of glitters. So now I'm gonna add, so the reason why I have the baking soda and the water is it makes the slime a little bit more stretchier, right? So I'm just gonna mix up my baking soda and water. It doesn't have to be heated up. I'm just gonna stir it a little bit, and I'm just gonna add a little spoonful here and there. So right now the glue is of course glue-like and it's gonna be sticky and all over the place, but as I add a few teaspoons of my baking soda water mixture, it starts to get a little solid. So I'm gonna mix this up here and it's gonna help it not to be so sticky and also help stretch it out. There we go. Mix, 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 mix. Now that's all mixed in there. So it's still glue-like, but it's getting to be a little bit more slimier, right? So now the most important part of the slime is gonna be your contact solution. This contact solution came from the dollar store, so it doesn't have to be expensive. or anything like that. It's multi-purpose solution. And you're just gonna squeeze a whole bunch in there. Just squeeze a whole lot in there. This contact solution is your key ingredient, you guys, because without it, it's just straight glue. It's not gonna be slimy. You're not gonna be able to hold it. You're not gonna want to hold it because it feels gross. So here you guys go, mixing it up, and after a while, you're gonna notice that it's gonna start to get slimier and not so much glue-like, if that makes sense. So you're gonna see it and be like, oh, I think I could touch it now. So see, it's starting to all stick together like this. Yep, there it is. But it's still pretty sticky. The objective for this particular slime is to not have it stick on everything, right? So I'm just gonna add some more contact solution. Just squeeze it on in there. I wonder if I can, nope. Just gonna squeeze that on in there. Oh! That's why I have on goggles, but it's okay. It's just a saline solution. It's not toxic or anything. So it might squirt on you. Always, always, always have paper towels for any mess that you might have. Okay. So now I'm gonna start mixing again. Now we have some slime that I'm willing to touch. I think, yep, I'm gonna go ahead on and start using my hands to mix it now. And if you wanna add some glycerin, you can. That also adds a different type of texture to your slime as well. So see, look, it's not even sticking to my hands anymore, which is great. This is the type of slime I like. It's not too sticky. It's a little wet, but it's okay. But once you start to play with it and it starts to dry, it gets better. And you could actually use the slime. So if you get a little piece stuck on you, you can actually use the slime to clean off your hands. And this is our first manipulative. Look at that. This is fun. I see why kids like it so much, but it's still very messy. So if you would like to keep your slime and save it, you can use a clear plastic container. You don't have to store it in the refrigerator. You don't want to store it in any place hot though. You don't want to leave it outside or anything. But you can just get some Ziploc bags, some sandwich Ziploc bags, and put it on in there. So now that I have my slime, if you guys can see that, look at how beautiful it is. You guys can make different shapes with them if you could try. You can even blow a bubble. Some people like the crackling slime, so what you do is you just kind of fold it over. Oh, didn't get it. There you go. And get some bubbles in there and you just squish them up. Yep. So right now I'm just trying to play with it, manipulate it until I get it to where I want it to be. And then I'm going to show you guys what happens once I add a little shaving cream. So you don't want to put too much shaving cream in your slime mixture because then it is just going to create more of a mess, honestly. But you just need a little bit just to get a different texture. So right now our slime mixture is opaque or see-through, and you can kind of see through it a little bit. But I'm going to add a little shaving cream. Like so. There we go. Just a little bit. And I'm going to start mixing it in there. Oh wow, this feels great. So now, as you guys can kind of tell, as I'm mixing it up, it's starting to look a little bit like a cloud, like a blue cloud almost, right? And it's not so much see-through. Ooh, the color is changing. It's becoming a little bit more pale. It's not as slimy as it was. It's a little thicker now. It's a really pretty color, actually. You can still see your your glitter. Sorry guys. Still see your glitter, and it's really pretty, like so. And you could add more shaving cream if you want to, but I'm not going to because I really like this color. But to each his own, you can add as much as you like. So now that I'm finished, I'm just gonna grab my handy dandy Ziploc bag. And I'm just gonna drop my slime down in there. And I could save it for later, or give it to somebody, or anything like that. So like I said, it's really easy to clean up. All I have to do is pick it off my fingers, and then I could just go wash my hands and sing happy birthday, like we all should be doing. Okay, so that was our first experiment. I'm going to clean up and I'm going to set up for the next experiment. So you guys can go ahead and take a break. You can get your materials ready for the next one. Our next experiment is going to be homemade Play-Doh. And for that, you are going to need 2 cups of plain flour, all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, or you can use baby oil or coconut oil, a half a cup of salt, 2 tablespoons of cream tartar, 1 to 1/2 cup of boiling water. So you're going to need a parent for this experiment, and gel food coloring or regular food coloring if you have it. If not, you could just have plain white Play-Doh, it's okay. And then a secret ingredient can be glycerin. It'll hold the Play-Doh better. So when we come back, you guys will see how I make some Play-Doh and how you guys can manipulate science once again. See you when you come back. Thanks. Hi, welcome back guys. I hope you guys had a great break. I hope you guys were able to either go outside, get a snack, do some exercise. But now it's time for Play-Doh. So I myself am a fan of Play-Doh. The only thing I don't like about it is that when you want to mix the colors together and you can't mix the colors together, that just, it aggravates me. I hate the fact that I can't separate my colors after I mix them together and make this beautiful art piece. But today you guys are going to learn how to make your own Play-Doh so you can replace those beautiful colors that you once had, and your parents don't have to go out and buy some more Play-Doh. So parents, this Play-Doh can be made with everything that you have at home already. So like I said, you guys have vegetable oil, hot water, flour, cream of tartar, salt, food coloring, and mixing bowls, paper towels, things of that nature. So as you guys can see, all of the ingredients in this is actually consumable. So there is a way for you guys to make edible Play-Doh. But I will say this, it is very salty. It is not fun to eat, so I would not eat it. But it is a non-toxic Play-Doh recipe. So if you have little ones who like to put things in their mouth, this is a perfect thing. They'll probably never put it in their mouth though, because it is very salty. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So my first step says to mix the flour, salt, and cream of tartar and oil in a large mixing bowl. So I already measured out my 2 cups of flour. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. So parents, please be mindful of the hot water in this experiment. So there are experiments that call for you to cook it on top of the stove, but you can just use really hot water or boiling water instead from out of the kettle. So this came from out of our kettle. So I have our flour. Then I'm gonna add our 1/2 cup of salt. I'm gonna add a little bit more, like so. So I'm gonna add that in here. Okay. Then I'm going to add our cream of tartar. And it says 2 tablespoons. Oh, this one's not even open yet. Okay. So here is 1 tablespoon. It's a good way to teach measurements too, doing these experiments at home. You can make this into a math experiment as well. 1 tablespoon. Oops. and then 2 tablespoons. Okay. So then it also says, and add our oil. So we need 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, baby oil, coconut oil, whichever one you guys have. Okay, so that's our 1 tablespoon, and that is our 2nd tablespoon. So I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing this all together. I just have a regular plastic spoon. You can use your hands, of course, but I did not want to waste any more gloves, so I just have a spoon. So this is what it looks like so far. Doesn't look like much yet. I'll just mix it in really, really good. There we go. Get all the chunky pieces because I know that's where all the oil is. Okay, I think that's as good as it's going to get with my beautiful spoon. Okay. All right. Stir continuously until it becomes sticky. Oh wait, sorry, missed a step. Add food coloring to the bowl, boiling water, then into the dry ingredients. So I'm going to fill up my hot water into my 1 cup measuring cup. So be careful with this because it is piping hot. I don't know if you guys can see the smoke off of it. Well, let's see if I can grab it. Yeah, that's hot. Okay. So that's my cup, and I think I'm going to do, let's see, since I did blue slime today, I'm going to make red Play-Doh. Okay, so I'm gonna add a few drops of my red. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Gonna wipe this off. I'm gonna use a spoon. Stir up my color. Okay, so now I'm gonna carefully add my boiling water to the dry ingredients. You always want to try to pour your wet into your dry, so it's less likely to splash all over. So at this point, you want to use a spoon because that water is so hot. Oh, it's coming out pink. Well, I've made pink slime. I mean, pink Play-Doh. I'm sorry. So you just want to kind of keep stirring and stirring. And it's going to get stickier and stickier. So you guys want to use a spoon for this because it's hot, like I said. And then after a while, it'll start to cool down. And then your kids will be able to use their hands. Like you see, it's still pretty hot. Or you can just put on gloves and that'll kind of help with the heat. So I'm just gonna keep mixing. It actually smells like Play-Doh. You wanna try to get in as much as the dry ingredients as you can. Make sure it's all in there. It's actually a really pretty pink color. I'm not a fan of pink, but this is actually really pretty. Yeah, so it's nice and hot. It actually feels really good on my hands, but it might be too hot for young kids. So you can just start to knead it and play with it. And as it cools down, it'll be less sticky. So right now it's really sticky. So the more you knead it and work in those dry ingredients, the less stickier it'll be. So as you guys can see, most of my dry ingredients are out of the bowl. And it's starting to get less and less sticky. I'm flinging Play-Doh around. So now I can pick it up. And it feels feels just like Play-Doh. It's just really, really hot. But it feels really, really nice. And there is your Play-Doh, you guys. So now I have some nice malleable Play-Doh. You guys can store it in a plastic container or a Ziploc bag. You can make different colors. So with this one, you can make 4 different colors. So in this instance, I would separate, once I make my big mixture, separate it into 4 different bowls. Then I would split my cup into 4ths and add in different colors, and then I'll have 4 different types of Play-Doh. So you can make red, yellow, green, blue, and you can have Play-Doh at home. As I told you guys, you can eat it, but it's very salty, okay? I just saw me put a half a cup of salt and some cream of tartar. It's not very appetizing, you guys. But it is non-toxic, so if your kid puts it in their mouth, it will be okay. So once again, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in to STEMline, and I will see you guys next week. Have fun with your manipulatives. Christopher, I have some things for you. What do you think?
Good.
How does it feel?
Fluffy.
Like Play-Doh? Does it feel like Play-Doh?
Yeah.
You gonna keep it?
Yeah.
Good.
Now I'm gonna have pink Play-Doh. If you want to make something pink out of Play-Doh.
Oh.
Right?
Right. Okay. So now I'm gonna put it in your Ziploc bag for later.
Keep it in the IV bag.
No, we're not gonna play with it right now. We're gonna play with it later. I have something else I want to show you. You really like this Play-Doh, don't you?
Yeah.
It feels good?
It makes the shape. This makes the shape of a nose.
Of a nose. You made a face?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna put it in here and we're gonna play with it later, okay? I have one more thing for you, okay?
Alright.
Ready?
Whoa,
Or maybe some more.
slime.
Yeah, maybe some glitter slime.
I guessed it. Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can get it out for you. There you go, bud.
Glitter slime. Now this is the slime I like a little.
You like a little?
I like it a little.
Why? Because it's still sticky?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll fix it for you then.
You remember that stuff that you used to get it off of your hand?
Yes, it's called contact solution. Oh, we got it underneath the table. All right, you ready?
You already put this contact solution in it?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Look, I'm cleaning up your fingers. Another good thing to do is have the kids either wet their hands before playing with the freshly made slime, or put some type of lotion or something on their hands, or just squirt a little contact solution on their hands so it's not sticky, because they have a tendency to just let it sit in their hands and then it gets in the crevices. Your hands are good as new, buddy. Thank you so much, Christopher. You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody hi? Thank you.
Hi.
Say thanks
Thank you.
for watching.
Thank you for watching.
There you go. All right. That's it, guys. They love it. Slime and Play-Doh. And there it is. There's your Play-Doh. Not sticky anymore. Well, there's a ghost in here. That got me and the cameraman a little scared just now. We don't know what that was. But we have some amazing Play-Doh right here.